Praise on, my days on. Yeah, I feel like something good is gonna happen soon.
Hi guys, I feel like something good is gonna happen soon. Like I feel it. Something good is gonna happen. So I'm just so excited about it. And I'll testify soon in Jesus' name. I'll testify soon. So anyways, I was having a conversation today, right? And this conversation just reminded me that, you know what? In our microwave society, right? We are so impatient, right? You know when they say patience is a virtue, it reminded me that indeed patience is a virtue. And it reminded me about, I'll never forget this day, right? I was on my way back from work and I was taking the underground, Northern Line. Northern Line is a mess, like the traffic is mad, literally. And so I was on my way back, right? And on my way back, if you take the underground during rush hour, you know it's a battlefield. You know there is no time for joking. It's like war zone. I even joke with my colleagues, like when I'm on my way home, I was like, listen, pray for me. It's time to get on the battlefield because you have to like hustle your way in. Yeah, praise be unto God if you even get a seat. So this fateful day now, I'm on my way home, get on the underground, waiting for the train to come. And you know, everybody, you have to mark the spot where the train stops, where the doors are going to open. Otherwise, dude, forget it, you're standing. So you have to mark the spot. And I know where the doors open. So this lady now comes stand next to me. And we're both waiting. So the door opens. Unfortunately, neither one of us got a seat. We were both standing. But you know, like you kind of, when you get on the underground and you don't get a seat, you kind of look at everybody's face and you're just staring at them and thinking, do you know what? You look like you're going to come off in 2 stops. Like you look like, no, you're well relaxed. You've got that book. You look like you're going to take a really long time before you get off. And so you want to go stand in front of the one that you feel, you know what? This person is going to stand up very soon. And so we're standing there now. A few people are getting off. We're both edging in, and this lady was already getting flustered. Like she was so like anxious. Get on the train now. We're moving in. Somebody got off. I moved in closer, and then I think like 2 or 3 stops into the journey, I managed to get a seat. Oh my gosh, you should have seen the evils. But anyways, this lady kept on like moving further in because obviously you feel like, oh, if the further in I move, the chance of somebody getting off the train, you know. So she was moving in, and at that moment, I don't know why, but my spirit just said to me, just watch what is going to happen. And I was just observing this lady, right? And people will get off and she won't like observe or anything, but she'll keep moving further down, further down, further down. And the further down she was moving, right, the more people were getting up on the other end. So she was moving further that way, thinking that, okay, cool, someone is gonna get off, while people were standing up on the other side. And eventually, after doing that for a bit, right, her stop eventually came and she got off without even getting a seat. So for the rest of the journey, I was just thinking, like, you know what? This is how we become so impatient, and then we end up missing out opportunities, and we end up sometimes even messing up our blessing. And it just reminds me, when we're having this conversation, this is literally what came back to my mind today. And it just reminds me of like Sarah, when God promised her, like, listen, well, the Lord promised her and her husband that, you know, he was going to do something. He was going to bless them with this child. And Sarah became so impatient that she ended up just messing up everything. Well, not everything, but she ended up just, you know, causing herself trouble that had it been that she was just patient, you know, she would have avoided altogether. And so, you know what? I just thought to myself, you know what? I know that this year, this month, this week, something amazing is going to happen. And so I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to stress myself out. Well, I'll try not to stress myself out. and I'll just wait upon the Lord patiently, as David said. Wait on the Lord. And again, I say, wait on the Lord, and he will definitely come through. And so if you are in a position whereby, you know, you've been waiting on the Lord for a very long time, you're getting impatient, and you're just strategizing and thinking of all the strategies to make sure that that thing manifests in your life, I just want to encourage you that just wait on the Lord. He's never late. He's always on time. He knows everything. He sees everything. And he's even aware of like our anxieties and our worries, because he created us. He knows we're human beings, you know. He knows that we're going to get worried. We're going to get anxious about certain things. And he has already made all the provision. So just wait on the Lord. Be steadfast in prayer, and he will definitely fulfill all of his promises. It seems easier said than done, but at the end of the day, the vision will definitely speak for itself. And I know this, you know, and I've experienced this so many times, because listen, yeah, anyone who knows me, properly knows me, knows that I'm a control freak, right? I like to control everything. I like to know when things are going to happen. I like to know the time is going to happen. I like to know the season, the exact period. And if I sense that the season is just around the corner, right, and then it's not happening, it's not manifesting, boy, do I start freaking out sometimes, and I start or trying to put things together. But today I was just reminded that, you know what, there's no point doing that. Just wait for the perfect God who makes all things perfect in its time. So I hope that this message has been a blessing to you. Please do share with your loved ones, your friends, your family, anyone that you know is going through a phase where they're waiting on the Lord, and they've been waiting for a time, so that they will be encouraged. And also, don't forget to like this video, and please share with us, you know, how you've been able to endure and persevere in times when, you know, you were waiting on the Lord. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.